Welcome to today's class. Here are some phrasal verbs for describing people, and if you want to get the course, it's available for $9.99 for another 24 hours. So these guys, you want to just memorize them as a group because it's put something on and take something off, as in put on your clothes, take off your clothes, put on your hat, take off your hat. Don't mix them up. It's a really common mistake that people say put off and it's wrong, or take on and it's wrong. But the other three, it's throw something on, throw something off. Fling something on, flung in the past tense, fling, flung, flung. And sling, slung, slung. Yes, he slung on a coat, he slung off his coat. So all of those, I think, are best learned together because they make a lot of sense in that group. But do remember that you can also put the light on. We actually very often say that. I know turn the light on is also correct, switch the light on. But we do often say put the kettle on, put the light on. And so you can even put a machine on like a kettle, and it just means turn on then. I can't think of anything else I want to say actually for take off, but those ones are very worth remembering for describing how people get dressed. And if you put on your best clothes, then you dress up. So you dress up, for example, you dress up for a wedding. Very often you dress up for a party or something like that. Okay, now if you dress up as somebody, maybe you go to a fancy dress party and you dress up as Cinderella, something like that, or you dress up as a fireman, so that means you put on the clothes of that person, to look like that person in order to pass yourself off as that person. And that's a good phrasal verb, in order to pass yourself off as, if you pass yourself off as somebody, it means you manage to disguise yourself as that person and everybody believes, you look like a good fireman or whatever. You pass yourself off as that type of person, but you've got to dress up as that person first, in order to pass yourself off as, because it means successfully look like that person. Okay, if you doll yourself up, you're a woman and you're making yourself look good. You're putting on your makeup. You can put on makeup as well, not just clothes. You can even put on a seatbelt, and you can certainly take off your seatbelt. Take your seatbelt off? No, we don't usually say take off your seatbelt. Well, some people might do, but put on, we very often do. Take off, maybe. Girls and women doll themselves up, men spruce themselves up, and it just means make yourself look good. Dress up and maybe put on your makeup if you're a girl, maybe put on your best clothes if you're a guy, maybe put on some aftershave, something like that. That's doll yourself up or spruce yourself up. And these two as well, they're very often used in the passive or seen in the passive, He is all dolled up, she is all dolled up, he is all spruced up, or she got all dolled up for the party. He got all spruced up. You can say he spruced himself up or he got all spruced up for the party. So there's a few different options there. Now, if you wrap yourself up, it means it's cold, and you're trying to put on your warmest clothes. Remember, we wrap up presents as well, but when you wrap yourself up, you're putting on your warmest clothes. Okay, and these are all for fasten clothes, put clothes together. Fasten your seatbelt. You can say put your seatbelt on, or you can say do your seatbelt up. You could do all of those. Put your seatbelt on, do your seatbelt up. Or I think you can anyway. I recognise that one. But also, do up can mean any of the other three. You can do your shoes up. You can do your coat up. You can do your jacket up. You can do, your shoes as well. So it certainly means tie up as well. And if you've got a coat with a zip, you can still say do it up, which means zip it up. So zip it up is only for zip. Tie it up is only for laces usually, and that's what we call the little pieces of rope. I don't want to say rope because rope is big, but this is what we call the things in a shoe that you tie together. You tie up the laces, so you tie your shoes up. And you button your shirt up, but you can also do your shirt up. So please understand that do can be used in place of the other three. And to make these guys negative, look at the nice pattern here. You just say undo your coat, unzip your coat, untie your shoes, unbutton your shirt. That's how you make the opposite of these phrasal verbs. So they're best learnt together as well. Now, when you're dealing with twins, you very often use this vocabulary down here. If you can't tell the twins apart, that means you can't see the differences between the twins, and you will very often mix them up. Yeah, mix somebody up or mix something up, usually something. But here, you very often mix the twins up, and it just means you get confused about who is who. Is that, you know, is that one Peter or is that one Philip? And it's hard for you to see. So yeah, that's often used for twins, and you can say, I can't tell the twins apart, or you can say, I can't tell one from the other. You very often hear that. Or you can say, I can't tell the difference between Peter and Philip. Yeah, you can do it like that. So there's a lot of expressions with tell, which mean for noticing differences. Yeah, tell the difference between, I can't tell one from the other, and tell people apart. Okay, let's go on to some in the middle now. So you've got his eyes or his face clouded over, which is usually when you get angry. Yeah, you get angry when your face clouds over or your eyes cloud over. And so you see it on somebody's face. And the idea is, you know, their face is, you know, firstly like it's a sunny day, and then it clouds over. Yeah, storm clouds gather and they get all angry. So his face clouded over, his eyes clouded over, both of those work. I don't know what came over him. If somebody gets carried away and loses control of their emotions, this is when you usually say this. It may be angry emotions, it may be some other emotions, but usually it is anger. It's when somebody loses control of themselves. We say, I don't know what came over him, he got carried away, something like that. Now, if your shirt is hanging out, my t-shirt is hanging out, and when we were at school, we were always told, you know, tuck your shirt in. In fact, there's another good phrasal verb. Tuck your shirt in. Tuck something in. Yeah? Tuck your shirt in. Don't leave it hanging out. Yeah? And this meant you had to put your shirt in your trousers so that you looked all smart. Yeah? And so, yeah, we were always told, tuck your shirt in. I remember there was one teacher at school that would say it all the time. Tuck your shirt in, tuck your shirt in, tuck your shirt in, every day. So have something on just means wear, guys. He had a sleeveless shirt on. We say this kind of thing all the time, and it just means he was wearing a sleeveless shirt. That's all it means. And I would say was wearing, past continuous. You know, have something on, you don't use in continuous. It's a stative verb. But, you know, you can't say I am having something on. No, you have to